Just having a little bit of an update for you guys. Um, this is my Hellcat, as you know. Um, I upgraded it. You've seen the videos. If you've seen the videos, I did the upgrades on the retracts. I put the E-flights in, and I got the E-flight motor, Power 32 with the 60 amp ESC. Um, got quite a bit of flights on it now, and I figured sometimes it was a little bit hard to land because I fly in two different spots, and I take off from a parking lot, and it's not the longest parking lot, so I figured I'd put some flaps on it eventually, and I've seen a bunch of videos on different ways of guys putting flaps, and because you see the bend in the wing, it causes the flaps to, when they go down, they would bind here because of the bend. So with the real F6F, it has split flaps, what they call. And you can see mine, I kind of butchered it first time cutting, but I cut my split there, and then I have this goes down as well as this. So after all said and done and put together, it seems to work okay. I don't have a double switch or whatever they usually use for flaps, but I just got mine on a dial switch, and that's about takeoff flap there, and you can see it does sing, and then I got full flap there, full flaps, half flap, full flap, half all the way up, and then you get half and full. So in reality, you can make it go as slow as you wanted. You don't have to bring them out slowly, like as you would in a scale look. But as you can see, I have the split flaps in there now. That's all the way down. Full flap, half, full, up. So as you can see, it turned out pretty good. I have yet to test it. I haven't took it out and flown it since, but I just wanted to give you guys an update of how the F6F should really look with flaps. Some guys had cut the whole wing off and then just used nylon hinges and made it so the whole flap goes down. But I wanted to make it look more real, so with the Hellcat it's a split flap system, so that's how it turned out for mine. Let me put it on an angle so you guys can see better. Full flap there. I'll be right back and I'll show you guys how I did it. Here's an upside down, so you kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Just about half flap there, take off, and then landing. So all I did was, it does have the slots that you cut out, but because I didn't have a servo reverser or to program it to go in reverse, I just did what Park Zone did, is instead of having the servo as the opposite, they're one's this way and the other one's exactly the same way. I just had to cut its own hole to make it so it sits the same way as this one, so they both go in sync together instead of one going one way and one going the other way like on your ailerons. So that way this way now they'll go together the same way to pull their flaps down. And all I did to join them together was I stuck a long piece of extra push rod I had for the linkage, and I cut a little piece and I just stuck it inside one, and I glued it inside the other, so at least one side is glued and the other metal rod just sits inside the foam. You can see the middle rod there. You should be able to see it. Added the servos and the servo horns, and so now when the servos pull this flap down, it pulls the second mini flap down. So you get the flaps. Any questions? Feel free to comment. Everything else is still in working order. There's the retracts. Still work beauty. No issues with them since I put them in. There you go, guys. That's the video update for my split flaps on my F6F Hellcat.